Okay, this is another rotator related video by Rotors by Scott. This control box, it's got rotor-ez in it, and it had a few problems. Brake was staying on, the meter would not go all the way over like it's supposed to. A gentleman up in Michigan sent this to me for me to iron everything out, and I really didn't see anything wrong with the install, but the way I am, I wired it like I do all my other ones, and it's working. I can't explain why it wasn't working right, but it is working right now. And in the meantime, I've never had this happen before. Needle broke on the meter. You can see it. Yep, you can see it up in there. It broke off. Now, I don't know if that was part of the problem, that the meter wasn't working right. It wasn't swinging all the way over. I've never had a needle break off before in my life, but there's always a first. But anyway, I got this thing going, and I'll give a little demonstration on how it works. We're pointing west right now. Got the old tail twister hooked up to it. And we'll stop it there. Brake delay is on. Now the brake delay is off. Now we'll turn the calibration button all the way to the south. Hit the button, it does its little jiggle jogger. And now it'll go all the way over to south. This is the point and shoot option where you don't have to hold on to it. Now they do stop a little bit before they get all the way. You don't want these going hard over. See, it'll keep going. And there's it south. But these are designed so that they lack a little bit of going all the way over, so the wedge brake doesn't stick. Now watch this. You'll see it tries to turn it that way. Since it's all the way over that way, it can't turn no more. Now it's going back counterclockwise. Now as soon as that light goes out, I'll reset it. I'll go back to south. There's a point and shoot option. Now it's going to go all the way back to south. Like I say, it lacks a little bit. Now I'll turn it back just a little bit to the east. See, it does this little jiggle jogger. If you run it all the way over, like hard over, it won't do that little jump, and the wedge might stick. So here is the PC version. We're currently right now over here. So let's say I want to talk to England. Double click it. Does this little jiggle jogger. Now it's turning counterclockwise, and you can see the rotators rotating. You can see the little clock up there is counting down, and right there is where my needle was. And you just heard the brake release. Now let's talk like we're gonna talk to somebody in Japan. Double click it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not even near the control box. Now we're going to go right over there to 315. And there's our needle. Now let's go all the way over here to south, point and shoot. There's this little wiggle waggle. Now it's going to go all the way over to south. Now we're coming up here. And there you go. It should be 180. It's not exactly, well, it stops short. Here, I'll make it go a little bit further. Okay, 182. Now we're going back the other way. And it still works manually just like it's supposed to. These lights do not light up when you're in manual mode. Now I'm going to set this thing back to north for the customer whenever he's ready to acquire that. I just rebuilt that tail twister. Always leave them pointed at north. And there we go. And there's the brake release is still on. There's the brake just set. So there you go. And whenever you get this thing back, I will be sending this video to the owner. Here's the little springs that we're holding your meter on. Yeah, they get stretched out pretty good. I've got a different way I do that. And pop your top off and look down in there or the bottom and you can see what I do. But that's it. I'll include a piece of paper for you that has all my wiring code on it. How long the wires are, what color they are. Some of that stuff is customer done, so I didn't mess around with a lot of it, but I definitely rewired it different than the way you had it. And you'll see it whenever you get it back. Anyway, I do them one way and do every one the same way. And here I am, if you want to get a hold of me. And there you go.